Okay, well, we made it to the wine room, and as I had mentioned, we built this back in about '95. My father-in-law, Don Dufault, built all the shelving from here over that hits most of the perimeter of this room. And this is the rafters where I had mentioned we stuffed with insulation and covered with water-resistant drywall. Nothing really super fancy. Although the shelving's beautiful, and it would be nice if we had it up in our dining room where it could be a cool wine room for our customers to sit in. Then we have some other shelving around the rest of the perimeter. Where the walls are drywalled, like over here, this is where I had mentioned we stuffed about a foot thick with insulation, and it's water-resistant drywall. So, you know, I'm really proud of the room. We house some great wines. I mean, we go all over the map, from high-end California to high-end French to high-end Italian, and a lot of varieties in the middle that are very, very good wines priced at great wines that sell for very reasonable prices in the 30s and 40s and 50s per bottle. So, for example, there's, you know, a little bit of the California French connection. This is a Dominus, which is in Napa Valley. It's made by Christian Moix, who is a famous vintner from France, who makes Pomerol, which is one of the more expensive, well-known wines. We have several vintages of Opus 1, which is Robert Mondavi's proud legacy, where he had another French connection. He partnered up with Baron Philippe Rothschild to produce, you know, another elite California wine. Then we have some wines that are very, very popular, like a Stags Leap Cabernet, a Jordan Cabernet, Silver Oak, Mini Fine California. Another one is Chateau Montelena, which you would think is from France, but it's the northernmost part up in Calistoga. It's a very, very well-known Cabernet Sauvignon. So then we have some other wines, and we try to be not too boxed into one region. I want to have wines from around the world. So this is one from Barolo in Italy. It's a fantastic year. It's a 2000. And these wines are very reasonably priced considering the quality. A lot of these wines I have priced at under $100, which you would find in many other restaurants for a much higher price point. We have one of my favorite wines. Jacqueline asked me the other day, what's your favorite wine? And I went into a big litany about Chateau Haut-Brion, which has such an interesting American history. Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, some of our most famous early American diplomats were fond of Haut-Brion. It's a little south underneath the city of Bordeaux. This is a La Mission Haut-Brion, which is a second growth Grand Cru. And that means nothing more than simply there's 64 Grand Crus that were created in 1855. It was a French classification. And that just means out of the 64 that it's not one of the top 5, which are the first growth, but it falls under that, so it's between 6 and 13 or whatever it goes to. It's a highly rated wine. As far as the top 5 in Bordeaux, in this little handy box over